All right, so you would pick, a rated assembly, a 1 hour rated assembly for these guys. Like it's possible you could use, I'm not going to create this one, but you could use one from the assignment. So there's this one from your previous assignment, right? This one is very similar. It has 2 layers of plywood and then offset, and then and then sorry, 2 layers of gypboard, a layer of sheathing, a layer of gypboard, and then offset studs to break the transmission of sound. So that's one possibility. There are other possibilities that you could use from the different assemblies that you have available to you through the various PDFs. So you'll just create that and pick a demising wall and create those guys. So if I came in and pick this, I could go to the pull down, and I think I actually have one in her already. That one? Can't remember, but I'll just use that one for now. So you can go in and, you know, put another wall type in there. These guys would just be stud walls, right? So this guy, you could actually come and if you scroll down to interior, most likely there's like a 4.5 inch partition, right? And you could use that. And that will actually give you the stud and the 2 gypboard. The only thing is that this is 1/2 inch drywall on either side. And so if you do a 4 7/8, I think that might have 5/8. So let's edit type and take a look at that. So it has a metal stud layer, so you could leave that, or you could do wood stud because we're doing wood framing here. But it could be metal stud, either one. And so you'll flip those out for different types. Now this one's kind of interesting because it's a little skinny wall. So I don't know if they have by default an interior. There's a 3 1/8 partition. Let's see. Yeah, that's about it. But let's see what that's made of. So if I edit it. Oh, it's like a shaft liner. So I would probably that's kind of weird that it has 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch, right? So I wouldn't use that one. We could duplicate it and name it interior, and we'll figure out interior partition 1 hour 2 for right now, and then we'll edit it. And let's just delete this guy and delete that guy. And I'll make this 5/8. And I'll make this 5/8. And I'll make this 1.5, right? Because it'll be a 2x4 turned sideways. And then if I click OK, how wide is that? 2 3/4. So I'm just going to rename it to 2 3/4. And it is not a 1 hour, so we'll get rid of that. Make sure that none of that is filled out, and then click OK. And so now I've got that guy in there. And then the next thing you're going to do is we could go ahead and right now I'll just pick an exterior wall. So you can see these exterior brick or CMU or EFIS if you want to use EFIS, or if you have a solid concrete wall. But I'll just pick, how about exterior CMU on metal stud? It's pretty thick, right? But we'll go back and update that a little later. But I just want you to get some layered wall types in there. You could probably use this one for that little tiny wall, but it looks like a little screen, so we could go in and do something a little fancy there. But the next thing we'll do is put the floors, update the floor.